Joining me now, Representative Mark Green. Congressman Green, you know, I've watched your videos, by the way, on wokeism, so I know that you're concerned and you're dialed into this. But, you know, I think maybe it's too soon for big corporations to wed 100% to the Democratic agenda, but they're right on the cusp there. And at some point, if they're going to say, hey, we want to be good corporate citizens, they're going to rule what else is going to be demanded of them. Your thoughts?
Yeah, no doubt. Thanks for having me on, Charles, and thanks for watching the videos, too. Now, you know, look, if American Airlines and Delta Airlines think that it's racist to have an ID to boat, are they racist because they require an ID to fly? What these corporations have got to realize, if you bend the knee to the woke left, you're going to be the target at some point. I mean, ask Sharon Osbourne, ask J.K. Rowling, all these folks that basically the woke left flipped on them. And there's a new Harvard study that is very revealing. It shows that 64% of Americans, 64%, think that this cancel culture is a threat to individual freedom. And if you dig into that study a little bit more, only 13% of Americans don't see cancel culture or wokeism as a problem. That's 73% that think it's a problem. 64% who say it's a threat to freedom. So I'd be very careful. They crossed, as you say, that Rubicon. It's going to backfire.
They're right there. They are right on the cusp, and I'm telling you, the closer they get, the harder it's going to be to pull back. Let me switch gears here a little bit, because President Biden continues to sort of hand-select Republicans to come to the White House, and I want to know if you've reached out to the administration. Would you like a seat at the table, and if so, what would you tell them with respect to infrastructure and taxes?
Sure. You know, on the infrastructure side, they need to make their push about infrastructure. We do have infrastructure issues, whether it's roads, our waterways, you know, which barges actually decompress the roads. When you think about these big barges that take 10 to 20 18-wheelers off the roads, we haven't updated our lock and dam system in this country in over 40 years. We desperately need to fix infrastructure. But what they've done is the Green New Deal, and no, they aren't asking me. I have reached out to them on other issues like COVID, vaccination, and things like that, even bipartisan with Democrats, and have gotten no response. So,
well, we know elder care is not infrastructure, but just the simple fact that they're trying to ram it through like this, and they're using public opinion polls. What does it say about just, listen, no one thinks that Washington, D.C. is a bastion of sincerity, but what does it say about that goal or promise of more bipartisanship and unity?
It's a pretty poor, in fact, they're doing just the opposite. You look at the issues on the border, I mean, there are Democrats who are very concerned about this. They're having to be quiet about it. They can't speak out against the administration. China, the issues with China, you know, bringing manufacturing home. There are a lot of Democrats who want this that are in the Congress, but the administration's just ignoring them. It's as if they're plowing forward with this progressive agenda. I think it's just the opposite of what they promised.
Yeah. Well, it's still early, and hope springs eternal. Keep up those great videos, Congressman Mark Green. Thank you very much. We'll talk again real soon.